Present.
Thank you, Clerk. With 3 members present, 1 being absent, we have the quorum to proceed with today's session. Please note Senator Paul is excused from today's session. We now move down to item B, public comment. Floor is now open. It looks like we have none, so we now move on to the next item on the agenda, adoption of the journal, and I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, I'd like to offer a motion to adopt Rota Legislative Delegation Journal number 2307 or -07, first day, third regular session, dated 2/5/2024. So move.
All right, there was a motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. All
Aye.
opposed, say nay. Motion carries. We now move down to item D, introduction of local resolutions, and I recognize Rep. Julia Wu.
Thank you, Chairman Donald. I'm officially introducing RLD, Communication Resolution Number 23-02, to pay tribute and honor the distinguished life of the late Thomas Duenas Mendiola and to recognize his selfless acts of service to the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, introduced by the Committee of the Whole and presented on April 27, 2024.
Second.
Should I continue? Okay.
Please continue.
Second, number 2 on the line D, RLD, Communication Resolution Number 23-03, honoring the distinguished life of the late Julian S. Calvo and his honorable and unrelenting service to Rota and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands and its people, introduced by myself and the Committee of the Whole.
Second.
All right, if there's no objections, we will place RLD Commemorative Resolution 2303 in today's resolution calendar. No objection?
Nope.
No.
Moving on, item E, messages from the governor. Recognize the clerk. Thank you, clerk. Any comments from the members? Recognize Rep. Obo.
Just want to thank the governor and lieutenant governor for signing this bill to appropriate $35,000 to the First Senatorial District. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rep. Obo. We now move on to messages from the mayor of Rota. Recognize the clerk. Thank you, clerk. Messages from the members?
None. Ready.
Oh, ready. Messages from the council, we have none. Messages, reports and communications from heads of departments and agencies, we have none. House communications, recognize the clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 6 House Communication 23-03 through 23-28.
Thank you, clerk. At this time, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, I offer a motion to move to bill calendar House Communication number 2328, House Local Bill number 2350 to reappropriate $88,469.75 under Rota Local Law 20-04 to cover the cost of signs throughout the entire municipality. So move. Only this one. That one.
He's moving. All right, there was a motion made and seconded to place House Local Bill on calendar. This is in regards to 2350, correct? Can I also recognize the floor leader for House Communication 2323?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, I also like to offer a motion to move to bill calendar House Communication 2323, House Local Bill number 2341, to allow for reprogramming of funds previously appropriated by Rota Local Law 2301 to facilitate the renovation of the Rota Guest House. So move.
Second.
Motion was made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. House Local Bill 2341 is now on our bill calendar. We move down to Senate Communications, and I recognize the clerk. Thank you, Clerk. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Mendiola.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd just like to make a comment on communication or Senate Communication number 1. The wind turbine, renewable energy. I just wanted to stress the importance of these companies conducting a stakeholder meeting in Rota. I know that the delegation is all on board on this manner in terms of ensuring that we generate revenue and explore alternative energy. However, I just want to make sure that it's on record that we do want the investment community to get our stakeholders to include our municipality and our people involved in this movement so that everybody's informed of such endeavor. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola. Any other comments from the member? There's none. We now move down to. At this time, I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I also like to offer a motion to move to bill calendar Senate Communication number 2326, Senate Local Bill 2304, to authorize the issuance of the Rota identification card to Rota residents without regards to immigration status. So move.
Second.
There was a motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Senate Local Bill is now placed on calendar. At this time, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also, for Senate Communication number 6, 2329, I just wanted to make sure that there's also a cancellation on this, so I just wanted to make sure that that reflects the record. And this is my off-island notice, beginning 4/25/29 to 4/25 to 4/29, 2024. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola. Any other comments from the members?
No.
None. At this time, I recognize the clerk under delegation matters.
Mr. Chairman, case 15, we have delegation matters number 2332 to 2346.
Any comments from the members? There's none. We move down to miscellaneous communications, and I recognize the clerk.
Mr. Chairman, there's 2 miscellaneous communication number 2311 and 2312.
Thank you, clerk. Any comments from the members?
None.
There's none. By accepting these comments, we will place miscellaneous communication 2312 under the medical assistance program. No objections from the members?
None.
None. We move down to reports of committee. There's none. Unfinished business, we have none. Down to resolution calendar, and we have 2. And with that, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Chair. I'd like to offer a motion to adopt resolution number 2302 to pay tribute and honor to the distinguished life of the late Thomas Duenas Mendiola. So move.
Second.
A motion was made for the passage of commemorative resolution 2302 and was seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. ROD communication resolution, commemorative resolution 2302 is hereby adopted. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I also like to offer a motion to adopt a commemorative resolution number 2303 honoring the life of Mr. Julian S. Calvo for his distinguished service to our community, introduced by Representative Julie Ogo, or Rep. Julie Ogo, and the committee of the whole. So move.
Second.
All right, a motion was made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. ROD commemorative resolution 2303 is hereby adopted. We now move down to bill calendar. Before I recognize the floor leader, can I just ask the clerk if do we send out comments for local bill 2341? Not yet. We'll take a short recess so that we can, if the mayor's available, we can just get her brief comments so that we can allow her that opportunity. If not, we will have to hold off on adopting this bill. Short recess. All right, we now rise back into session. We left off under bill calendar, but because we have one of the bill that was recently transmitted from the House, we did not have the time for the mayor to provide comments, and so we invited the mayor to provide brief comments on one of the bill that is up for passage. And so if there are no objections from the members, we'll go back to public comments.
No objection.
No objections? And at this time, I would like to invite the mayor to provide her brief comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. As you're aware, the responsibility of the housing lies with the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. And, sadly to share that we all know many of our patients have to leave Rota to seek medical attention on Saipan. And, for the past years, right, many of our patients have been residing at hotels, which has really put a hefty price tag to the hospital. And so as a result, they have shared to the municipality that the burden of covering the room accommodations will lie with the municipality. And so we, thankfully, I was able to share this concern with our Rota legislative delegation, and you all have shared your support to really address this issue. Thank you again for the support of providing funds from the bond bill, but it's not enough. Many of our patients, we need to make sure that the facility is clean and safe, and by providing additional financial support, we can definitely get it to up to par and make it suitable enough for them to be comfortable and help them address their medical concerns. So I am in full support of House Local Bill number 23-41 to allow for the reprogramming of funds previously appropriated by Rota Local Law 23-01 to facilitate the renovation of the Rota Guest House facility in Finasiso.
Thank you, Mayor. Before we release, is the ID bill, the 30-day pass? Did the request for comments meet the 30-day? Mayor, are you able to provide comments on the municipal ID bill?
Yes.
Basically just opening it up to all residents despite their immigration status?
Yes, Senator, thank you for that. And I too, again, am in support of SLB 23-04 to authorize the issuance of the Rota identification card to Rota residents without regard to immigration status. I think this is important for data collection, for various programs that we will seek funding for, and I think this is one way to help address that concern that many of our residents have here on our island.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor, for your time. All right, members, with that, we now move back to bill calendar, and at this time, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to offer a motion to pass, or a motion for passage, House Local Bill number 2341, entitled to allow the renovation of the Rota Guest House facility in Finasiso. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Thank you, floor leader. Any comments from the members?
Ready.
There's none. I recognize the clerk for the roll.
Yes.
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 Mr. Chairman, all three members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With all three members voting yes, House Local Bill 2341 is hereby adopted. I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also, under bill calendar, I'd like to offer a motion for passage, House Local Bill number 2350, to reappropriate $88,469.75 under Rota Local Law 20-04 to cover the cost of signs throughout the municipality of Rota. So moved.
Second.
All right, there was a motion made and seconded for the adoption of House Local Bill 2350. Discussion from the members.
Ready.
At this time, I recognize Representative Julie Oba.
Thank you, Chair. This time, I would like to make a motion to amend House Local Bill, I'm sorry, hold on, 1 second. House Local Bill number 23-50. So the mayor, we received a comment from the mayor, and she is in need of a funding to complete the Rota medical referral facility in Oslito. Because of the shortage of fund, the project is still incomplete. So with this amendment, I will be reallocating a portion of the fund to also to complete the West Harbor Marina for the construction of a leaching field for the restrooms. So 45,000 will go to the West Harbor Marina project, and then the remaining of 43,469.75 will go to the Oslito renovation project in Saipan.
Second.
Short recess.
In addition, I would like to also add an amendment on House Local Bill 23-41, Section 4, to allow the mayor to, or allow the mayor to reprogram these funds in according to the two projects listed in this bill. Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Rep. Julie. There was a motion made and it was seconded. Discussion on the motion. And just to clarify and for the record, the amendment for the mayor to reprogram any of these funds are to address any shortages in either of the two projects that were listed, which are the West Harbor Marina project or the Rota Guest House in Aslito. And so if either of the project falls short, then the mayor will have the authority to reprogram to any of those, only those two projects. All right, with that, I recognize the clerk to take roll on the motion.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all three members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With all three members voting yes, the amendment is hereby adopted, and we're now back to the main motion. Comments from the members?
No.
We're ready.
With that, I recognize the clerk.
Senator Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all three members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With all three members voting yes, House Local Bill 23-50 as amended is hereby adopted. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also on bill calendar as moved earlier, Senate Communication number 2326, Senate Local Bill 2304 to authorize the issuance of Rota identification card to Rota residents without regards to immigration status. I move for passage.
Second.
Thank you, floor leader. Any comments from the members?
None.
If none, I recognize the clerk.
Senator Gonzalez?
Yes.
President Falco?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all three members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With all three members voting yes, the Senate Local Bill is hereby adopted. We now move down to miscellaneous business. Any miscellaneous business from the members?
None.
None. Announcements? Any announcements?
Mr. Chair,
I recognize floor leader.
just wanted to announce my off-island notice ahead so that we can have it on calendar. I would be off-island from June 6th to June 14th. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, floor leader. I recognize the vice chair.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to extend congratulations to the promotees and graduates of the Rota, Dr. Rita Enos Junior and High School, and all the elementaries from the Sinapal Elementary School. And the delegation, the 23rd delegation, will be distributing burgers tomorrow at 12 to Tetubi, so come by and pick up your burgers. Thank you.
Thank you, vice chair. I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Since Rep. Julie opened up the so many graduates, I also from my office, I would also like to offer a congratulations to all the graduates, likewise college, high school, and promotees from 8th to high school, and also those students going into 1st grade. I wish you all well, and on behalf of the team, the leadership, keep pushing forward. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, floor leader. Any other members? None. At this time, I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I offer a motion
Second.
to adjourn.
All right, a motion was made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries. This Rota delegation session is hereby adjourned at 2:14 p.m.